Yo, what's good, everyone? So this right here is definitely about to start the bangers off for the crypto shit for VP. It's kind of been long awaited. I feel like could have been doing this shit since this goddamn sale took off, but now is the time to do so. It's honestly become too big of a deal with niggas just going in the wrong direction. Like I be seeing screenshots. My niggas send me screenshots of like other chats and shit of all these goofy ass niggas like buying in major, like in these big ass support resistance lines and shit like that. So main thing I want to get across with this YouTube part particular about the crypto shit is that shit does not exist. And the thing is, like with crypto, like I'm a trader, like I don't really look at crypto at all, but it's the same exact concepts from the way that I trade. And I honestly just trade based on liquidity. I mean, because liquidity fuels the market. Ain't no liquidity, ain't no fucking market. So the thing about this crypto shit is that everyone is just all of a sudden like non-existent to what liquidity is, and oh, crypto works like this, crypto is different from that, it's different people buying in, yada yada. No, that shit is the same as that process of any other trading process. And so yeah, that's really what I want to get across with this. That is a weak ass support resistance. Like I don't want y'all to be like, oh, look at this goddamn big ass support, strong ass support that we've had since fucking January, yada yada. Like, no, you don't want to look at this like, oh, look at this strong ass resistance. No, it doesn't exist. Makes no absolute sense to be looking at market like this in any way, like in any way, like all that little trend line shit too. Like, no, don't be like, oh, this is no, it's not. Okay, it's not doing that. So that's what I want to get across with this shit. So I got Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, XLM, and Reef. I don't know what the fuck XLM is. I think this is a guy named Stellar. Like I said, I'm not no goddamn crypto nigga. I look at the top 5 cryptos right now, and these are the main ones that are really popping up or whatever. So I'm definitely gonna do more different cryptos and everything like that. But this right here is just started off, as I feel like a lot of people know these off rip, especially like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and shit like that. So Reef is the only one. I don't know if everyone knows about Reef. Like I said, I'm not no crypto nigga, so I have no idea what everyone knows about. But Reef is something that I do want to put y'all on because that shit just looks too fucking beautiful to miss up. So I definitely want to make sure y'all catch that bag on that. Um, so yeah, before we go ahead and get this bitch started, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and spark some gas up. I mean, shit, if you want to take a shot, do what you gotta do. But you know, a nigga's not a drinker. We smoking gas over here, so if y'all can spark y'all up a little blunt, goddamn bong, goddamn whatever the fuck you want to do, hit your little wax and shit, go for it. But you can't be on this bit sober. You feel me? Like if you a trader, like why trade sober? Go ahead and get geeked up. So let me go ahead and hit this thing a few times before we get this thing started. But yeah, this crypto shit is gonna be easy fucking bags. And so the main thing that I'm gonna get across is just when to buy in. Like these are gonna be like when to get in type shit. That's what this is for. Like everyone is in right now. You feel me? Like everyone is in some type of crypto right now, or at least they think they're in, right? But they're just part of liquidity right now, and that's not what you want to do. You kind of want to stay patient. So I'm gonna give y'all like a little glimpse to what to wait on basically, and then we can go from there. But like I said, go ahead and hit the gas. Can't be on this bitch sober. All right, bet. So Bitcoin is what we're gonna start off with. This shit right here. Okay, let me go ahead and change my goddamn tool real quick because I don't need it to look like that. Make that. Make that. All right, bet. So this right here. All right, let me put y'all on real quick. Okay, it's simple as this. All right. When you see a wick, you see liquidity. Okay, wicks equal liquidity. It doesn't get simpler than that because if there ain't no wick, there's no liquidity, right? That should just make sense right then and there. So what you need to be paying attention to is these fat ass fucking wicks that we have right here, like this right here. This is not like I said, support resistant shit does not exist. Okay, how I look at it is this is market. This is market right here. Ain't a damn thing. Like there's nothing. It's just a straight up blank screen. So how the hell are you gonna talk about? Oh, now we got support and now we got resistance support somewhere in here just because market happens to move within here for that little bit of time or whatever, right? Market is universal. Okay, this shit is gonna flow regardless. It's like fucking water. All right, that's just gonna be flowing regardless of anything. So you, how dare you talking about some, oh, now we have some resistance and now we have some support. Feel me? It just doesn't work like that. And then I mean, if you're trading support and resistance, I'm sure you get stopped out way more than often just because it doesn't exist. So don't do that. If everyone knows about it, everyone's getting stopped out about it. You feel me? Like you gotta think about this market. This shit is all psychology based. Like, yeah, you know, there's patterns and everything, there's structure points you can look at, shit like that. But everything is psychology based. So that's really how crypto is right now. Like, you just want to look how things like not the majority basically. So if everyone knows support and resistance, you don't think the niggas running the market know that? You don't think the niggas in the market created that step-by-step process for us to learn so we can fuck ourselves up? You feel me? Like it's just all psychology based. So off rip, I used to be getting stopped out on that support resistance shit. And I was just looking at like, why the fuck does this resistance keep getting ran through or this support keep getting ran through, yada yada. Same as that process. Doesn't exist, no reason to bother with it. And that's all niggas is doing with this goddamn crypto shit. Like, I don't know how many support resistance, trend lines, all that shit that I've seen, wedges, all type of shit on this goddamn crypto shit as if it's just a whole new process and you can't trade this the same you trade forex, yada yada. Like, no. So if all y'all doing that shit, it's time to get right and delete that shit up off your fucking chart. I ain't gonna get too into like trading wise. This is gonna be focused on psychology based and certain levels to look at, but y'all want not to trade, y'all know what to do. Hitting it up and I'll get you right. But this right here, so yeah, off rip, this right here, I don't want anyone to think that this is a strong support zone that Bitcoin is hitting. And I don't want you to think that this is a strong resistance that Bitcoin is hitting. Okay. It's not doing a damn thing. It's not, no, there's no resistance and there's no support. We are in a blank canvas. You cannot just create that. Okay. That's literally a mental fucking cage right there. Like you're literally trapping yourself mentally thinking like that. So don't fuck that. All right. So the main thing to look at whenever we got a fucking consolidation that looks like this, like I said, wicks is liquidity. So when we have something moving side by side like this, my fault, that shit ugly as fuck. But whenever we have something move side by side like this, we're initially having liquidity on the bottom and on the top, right? So the way I look at market is we're gonna grab as much liquidity as possible before we go the opposite way, just so that there's no reason to come back down to those certain levels, right? Because if I leave all this liquidity to the downside and then go to the upside and leave it there, what am I doing? I'm setting up for this right here. I'm setting up to come back down here later, right? Because I didn't grab it right now. I grabbed all of this shit and I left all of this behind. And this is what needs to be grabbed up. And that's what's fueling market right now. Okay. So market is always setting up for itself. That's like legit, especially crypto niggas. Like, come on now. When first nigga ever, like I said, I don't know shit about crypto, but the first nigga who ever got down invented crypto, let me go all the way fucking back. First nigga who invented crypto and shit started like this nigga knew it was gonna hit here, and he knows where it's gonna hit now. He knew it was gonna hit here. Like everything is planned, okay, 100% planned. This whole thing plan, this whole drop, plan, this whole come up, plan, drop, plan, come up, plan, drop, plan. Okay. You cannot just think that, oh my God, it's just more buyers in the market and it's just more supply, it's more demand now. No, it's not. This shit is set up 100%. So as long as you understand that it's set up, you kind of won't fuck yourself up trying to predict what's already going on. You can't predict what's already in motion. You feel me? Like, don't do that. That's why, just like my nigga Bruce Lee said, be water, my friend. You just need to flow with that shit. Feel me? No matter what happens, you need to do the flow with that shit. But off rip, basically what we have going on right here, if you just want to look at all of this right here, same exact process right here. So you see how we had this drop down, pushed up, drop down, pushed up, right? And then niggas over here in goddamn 2017 or whatever thought, oh my God, we're making all-time highs. We're going fucking bananas right now. All right. And then what the fuck happened? Drop. Okay. It fucking dropped, came up, broke all the structure, and continued to shit itself. We ain't doing nothing but the same exact thing. You feel me? And market is damn near always going to repeat itself. That's why it's always set up, because it's already set up for repetition. You feel me? Like that's just how it works. So we got that booming. So what happened to this right here? Did this strong support hold, or what did it do? This motherfucker didn't even break. No, it ain't break nothing. If this right here is the bing, 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 it should have came up and kept fucking pushing, right? That's what happens when it's a bullish market. That's what happens when there's actual, strong people in the moving shit. But right here, we didn't break a damn thing. We came up, made a fucking double top, and then shit itself all over again, right? And so this strong support that y'all got, this is an easy thing for those who trade like supply and demand. Like shit like that. Like, you know how when you test the supply zone, you test the demand zone a certain amount of times, that shit's gonna get ran through. That's another reason why, you know, support resistance, it just can't exist, because if we're continuing to test this certain level, then that level is becoming weaker and weaker every time we test it. Right. So when we have the first test, and that's what I'm gonna get into, is the first test that we're gonna be having for these certain cryptos and everything, because those first tests are gonna be our strongest ones. That's what initiates the move overall. Right. So look, we came down here, tested for the second time, and what happened? Didn't even break this high. Why? Because it got weaker. Can't just fuck around, come down here and get stronger. It don't work like that. So what happened next time we came down here? Boom. It only came up this much. And then what happened? Shit itself. All right. Shit itself. So this right here, what happened to it? Everything ran below that. But as it did that, what liquidity was left? All of this liquidity was left, right? Because if we just came down here and grabbed all of this shit, this no longer exists, right? There's nothing here. What type of liquidity is there if it's been grabbed up, right? So all that's been left is this liquidity. So what happens? We round that shit up and we come up here and grab that. So look at this. We come back down, boom, clear out all of this liquidity. So what? This no longer exists. So what's left? All of this to the upside. And this right here combines to what we left over here. All right. So what happened? What happened to the whole? Look at this. All this was untouched. I mean, all this was getting grabbed up right here. All this is untouched right now. Right. So keep that in mind. As we've been grabbing this, we've been leaving this behind. So boom, we come up here, grab all this liquidity. So now it's no longer existing. Okay, it's no longer there. So all that's left was the beginning right here. This is what's left. This is what we're working with. Okay, that's it. Because all this right here, everything that happened all within here for the past few years, it does not exist. The liquidity is gone. This is a fucking brick wall right here, and over here is the beginning of new liquidity. Okay, everything over here, really goddamn everything from right here. Let's see, right? Because right here begins this liquidity, and over here begins the top side liquidity, right? Because niggas want to break all-time highs, right? So what happens? We got to leave liquidity up here, right? So boom, we got all this liquidity sitting in here so far. So right now we got this liquidity versus this liquidity. All right. So let me draw it up in the box real quick, because I feel like it's easier to see it like that. Like I said earlier, if you're wanting to break a high, break a low, do whatever you got to do, you're gonna want to grab as much liquidity as possible before you do so, right? Because you don't want to have to, like, there's no reason I want to come all the way back down. So let's say that we just took the fuck off bullish right here. I would not like that, because look how much liquidity we have right here as well as down here, right? We didn't grab none of that shit. Meaning, okay, cool, that could have made an all-time high or whatever, but guess what? Now it's really gonna fucking shit itself, because we have not grabbed that, and we gotta grab that, right? And as we do that, all liquidity will be waiting on us right there as well. But either way, we need to grab as much as possible so that there's no reason for this to happen, right? Because if we go ahead and grab all this, then this no longer exists. Now what's only existent? Everything over here. So now when we come up bullish, there's no reason to come all the way back down there anymore. We can go ahead and just continue up bullish and start breaking highs and everything like that. So that's what I mean by that. All right, so bet. So let's go back over here. I just wanted to give you a little breakdown of what's been going on so far with Bitcoin, so you can understand. There's no reason to think that goddamn war, all this other extra shit in the news, media. It's no, fuck the media, fuck the news. It does not mean a damn thing. Okay, 100% does not mean a damn thing. So stop worrying about that shit. Damn sure don't worry about the nigga on Twitter and YouTube is saying about this weak ass shit with support resistance. Go ahead and turn that shit off. So over here, I just want to break down the liquidity switch ups, right? So overall, cleared out this high, broke this low, came up here and tested this, and that's why it's shitting itself, and broke this low right here. Came up again and broke another low right there, as well as broke this low and broke this. I really wouldn't consider it break, because I like to have my breaks with candlesticks, but right here we just playing with it, right? But right here we're fucking sitting the fat ass pool of liquidity. Why? Because we got these fat ass wicks right here. And I just say wicks equal liquidity. So the bigger the wick, the bigger the liquidity, the more liquidity. The smaller the wick, the less liquidity, right? So the look, all right, so bet we got these fat ass wicks right here versus these little ass wicks. Where do you think market is going to go first? If market is driven on liquidity and market is driven to grab as much liquidity as possible, where the fuck is it going to go first? Right? Let's say you got this big ass nigga who does nothing but eat every single day, right? if he got a whole buffet sitting right here versus one plate of food, where the big nigga gonna go eat at? Nigga gonna come all the way down here and munch down this fucking buffet. And nigga is not gonna, he gonna look at this plate. He gonna like, oh, that plate looks straight. Let me just get a little bite. But I got a whole goddamn buffet down here. Let me grab this shit. Like, that's what I mean. Like, these niggas, all they want to do is eat liquidity. All right, you feel me? That's all market is doing. So more liquidity, the more wick, the more liquidity sitting there, and the more reason it has to move that direction. And that alone can put you on to everything in market itself, especially looking at these cryptos. Go to these cryptos and look for ones that have nice wicks in there. The fatter the wicks, the more happy you should be. A fat ass smile should be on your face, because that's letting you know liquidity is sitting there, right? But you don't want these wicks to have been touched yet. You want them shits to just be chilling there, sitting there, because that means it's setting up for that move, right? I'm telling you, it's setting up for that move. The news don't got to tell you it's setting up, and they don't got to tell you what set it off, right? That's what they're going to do. I'm telling you what's setting up, okay? So fuck what they got going on. When they tell you the news, it's already happened, and now it just has reason for it to do so publicly, okay? They can't just do all this shit behind closed doors if they felt they would be running shit up all like every day, all day, like differently from what they're doing right now. But they got to set shit up, make the public aware of certain things, and then, oh my God, we're going to war, yada yada. Next thing you know, shit flies up. But we already knew why it had a reason to fly up, right? But now they just gave us public reasoning why it's flying up. So that's a little put on right there. All right, so yeah, check this out. So we already been bearish as fuck, done nothing but break structure. My fault, my goddamn tool. All right, we've been bearish as fuck, broke structure, little no liquidity up here, chilling, right? So what I was saying, right? Oh, what I wanted to draw up earlier was the different liquidity. Oh, you already did that. All right, bet. So I was just pointing out that we got all this shit sitting up here compared to this little bit right here, wick wise, right? So there's no reason to even have this added on over here, because this shit's fat as fuck. There's no reason to just want to come all the way up here. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all think that this shit is just about to like just take off. Like, that's really what everyone is saying. Like, it's just not ever going to go lower than, what the fuck is this, 2,800 or 28,000? Like, you know, it does not work like that. And if it did, oh my God, you know what? Now we got fucking too much liquidity sitting out here. Then I would not want to be in crypto at that time, because it's going to do nothing but have a shit storm. Okay. So this is why a buy just can't work. A buy cannot work, because okay, so check it. This is what I was telling my nigga. If crypto is legit going to be the goddamn future, right? If the dollar is going to go fucking shit itself, is at zero, and then crypto is the future, then this has to be very strong, right? Like, it has to have power behind it. It has to have, you know, some momentum behind it, right? So the momentum that I want is to come down here, clear out all of this shit. All of this shit needs to be cleared out, so that there's no reason to come back down here, right? Because when we're back down here, now look at this. Now we'll have nothing but this set up to grab, right? And so now we can work with this, right? Because the thing is, this is crypto right now. Like I said, crypto is the fucking future. Don't you want to be able to do this on your chart? Don't you want to be able to slide to the left real quick and look at more structure over here? So that means we need to break this high, and then we can come down. We can even come all the way back down here, but then we can continue breaking highs type shit, right? Come all the way back down, don't matter. We can continue breaking highs, because the beginning of liquidity of crypto has already been grabbed up, and we could have done that now. Like I said, this is going to be the future. Then this is what we're going to have to be able to do. We're going to then slide up on the chart. We're going to be able to do this. We're going to have to do this. Like, this is auto. I don't know. Yeah, 2022. It's only on 2023. So don't we need to be able to do this on our chart? Like, come on now. So we just got to be smart about it, right? So this is my main thing. Whenever we got liquidity sitting at the top, we got liquidity sitting at the bottom, just fucking wait. Just fucking wait, okay? There's no reason to just want to get into anything just yet, because nothing's showing itself yet. So we need to grab this liquidity first, or we need to grab this liquidity first, and then we can move on to another direction, right? And another thing, when we're testing these certain zones, right? So right here, I feel like this is pretty good, because look, buyer said I'm strong, and seller said no, you're not, I'm strong, and then we broke structure, right? So overall, within this level, I'm seeing that sellers are stronger. You don't need any type of knowledge to see that. It showed you itself that buyers were just not strong right here, right? So the thing about this is that it's untouched, okay? As well as a level up here, because look, buy said I'm strong, buy said I'm strong, seller said you're weak as fuck, right? So up here we can even draw this one out. We can draw this. It can be one fucking. No, I'm gonna leave it separate because I want to show you something. All right, so let's also draw. These are untested. Okay, untested sellers, right? So it's still strong as fuck sitting there, right? And then down here, let's draw this one up so we can go through this. Right here, we about to break this shit down. What's supposed to really go on. I'm not gonna try to make this video too long, but definitely is knowledge for everything. You can watch this shit and go kill some forex shit. So y'all watch this shit, y'all be straight. Now I'm gonna be doing these every week, giving little updates type shit as well as going over different crypto. But right now I just want to go over these few. But and then so down here we got this little jab step right here that I'm fucking with. So we can just go ahead and add that because it's a daily time frame. Feel me? So on the smaller time frame, it did this and shot up. That's all it did. All right. So we can even draw. Let's draw this one down here. Matter of fact, let's see. Let's draw this one all the way down here, just cause. All right, bet. And this is got 6,000. We can come down here type shit. Yeah, that'll be smooth. All right, bet. So just to give a little breakdown of how zones work or how certain tests work. Okay, so right here, strong. Right here, strong. Right here, weak. Okay, right here, strong. Right here, strong. All right. Why is this weak? This has already been tested. Why is this strong? It hasn't 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 been tested. Okay, straight like that. That's it. That's it. Okay, that's how these zones are going to work, and that's how you can play off of them. Right. So check this out. So cool. Everyone wants to buy. Everyone's like, oh my God, look at this. It's just so much rejection down here. This bitch is about to go crazy to the moon, right? It's to the fucking moon right now. No, okay? So what can happen, okay, let's go through these scenarios real quick. What can happen is we can come up here, test this again, maybe come up right here and not break this high, right? And then come down, test this zone for the first time, right? Since it's our first time testing it, we should have a strong reaction, right? So we have a strong reaction. We can come up, break some structure, feel me? And then continue pushing up, right? Because we will have liquidity built up right here. And we would have tested this. And we can come up, test this, right? Because it's going to be a first time test. Test that. So it's going to be strong. That motherfucker can send us all the way back down here, maybe just because it's that strong, right? And we can be working within here now. And so now we test this one for the first time. So boom, now we test that. And now we come up here and test this bitch for the first time, right? And this is the initial start of this selling move. You know, not after this one, of course, you feel me? Like this is what happened next. So we can come up here. Now this one can be strong as fuck, right? And send our ass way down. Let me go ahead and scoot this over a little bit. Let me see. All right, bet. This bitch can send us way down here, right? But look at this. When we come up and test this one, this has already been tested and this made that high, right? Just like this has already been tested and made this high. You feel me? This is all one big thing of testing right here. We've already tested this as well. And we've tested this. We made this weak. So that's why when we come up here, we're not able to break lows. We're able to continue breaking highs. And right here, it's still strong. And that's why we're breaking these lows, right? So when we come back down here, we've tested this already. So there's no reason to be stronger. We're going to get weaker, right? We've tested this already. Now that this was strong earlier, boom, now it's not strong. Now it's weak. Now it's really, really weak, right? Boom, now we have reason to run through, right? And this right here is like the last stronghold. Maybe even around 12,000 type shit, like, because we got all this liquidity sitting right here. So I really just want to see how that acts, right? So we can scoot this zone up all the way just so we can see what's going on. We can scoot that bitch up right here, like 12,000 type shit. Somewhere in here we can have some structure play out. All right. So boom, that means this is great. This is exactly what I would want to see, something like this, because this would have been tested and this would have been tested, because these two right here are stopping Bitcoin from continuing bullish right now. These two zones right here, because they have yet to be tested. Right. What happened when this got tested? What's happening is happening right now, okay? Because it was strong. It will show you who's strong and who's not, right? So what we need to do is we need to make these levels and these zones weak. We need to make them weak so that we have reason to run through them, right? So now that we've come down here, now we're in the strong zone. So boom, now we might have structure break. I mean, yeah, bullish breaker structure and shit like that, right? But now look at this. As we've come down, what's happened? All of this liquidity no longer exists. All of this no longer exists, right? This, everything that happened in the middle no longer exists. So what's left? All of that, right? And you know what that's setting up for? Nothing but bulls. There's nothing to go bearish of. And like I said, if it wants to continue bearish, then it's going to just make all-time lows. And I don't, like I said, I'm not a crypto nigga. I have no idea if shit can really do that. Like, I just don't know how they, like I said, this is gonna be the real crypto, like, you know, filming the future type shit. Then this is what we should be working with. So we can come up, and now we got reason to break this high. Now we have a reason to break an all-time high. So now, boom, we can come up, do whatever the fuck we want to do. And we're chilling, right? We're chilling back to back, killing it. Okay. Now we have reason to break these highs. So this is what you need to wait on. Okay. You have got to wait on these to become weak. Don't let market fool you by pushing up. It can, like, let it come down here maybe, and then let it push up. Maybe just take your bread. Okay. Take your fucking bread at these levels, because there's no reason to hold it. All right. So when you come up here, boom, take your bread. This is strong right here. Sellers are strong. Buy said they were strong. Seller said, no, you're not, and broke that shit back to fucking back. Okay. So let that shit prove itself to you. Don't let social media prove anything to you. Structure will show itself because it's already set up. This shit is already set up. Okay. So don't think that anything is going to make it different. They already know they're pushing any narrative they want to right now. Okay. Like, how I look at it is, if the media is so deceiving, why have truth put out into it? Or why look at only certain people as, and they're telling the truth? They're on the same exact platform that the niggas are lying about. You feel me? So I just don't trust it. So that's why you should look at this the way it is and know that it's already setting up for itself. Okay. So we need to come up here, make this weak. Boom. Make it weak. And it's gonna shit itself. We're gonna come up here, boom, shit itself even harder. Everyone's like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on with crypto? I knew I should have took my fucking profits. We was about to break all-time highs. Feel me? When niggas get right here, they're gonna be like, oh my God, see, I told y'all that this was a strong support zone and yada yada. And no, it's gonna fucking shit itself. Okay. This is the last point of supply right here. It's gonna fucking shit itself. And it's gonna go all the way down here. And look what it's gonna do. It's gonna come down here and hit zones that are now weak. Okay. This is gonna make shit weaker and stronger as we move. So only thing that's left is this down here. And this is beginning around 12,000, 13,000 to goddamn 4,000. 4,000 to 13,000. 14, 4,000, 13,000. Let that shit just come. Okay. Let it just come there and chill. This is where I will be buying. This is where I will be holding. It's a game. Okay. This is manipulation to set this up. But right now, they have to fuck everybody up. You got to think about it. There's niggas who have no idea about crypto, took out a fucking loan and threw dummy bread in there, and it's saying, oh my God, we're just sitting at support right now. We need to come up here. And that bitch come up here and break it, cool. It can come back down, shit itself some more. Or again, it can come up here and then go ahead and make this weak, right? And then cause this to come down, do the same exact process, okay? So we just got to make these weak. So that's why it's important not to want to hold buys right now, because we're approaching strong sales, very strong sales that can initiate the shit show. Okay. And this just makes sense structurally wise. Okay. It makes sense liquidity wise. And again, this doesn't have to be fully right, but trust and believe the wicks will show us what's going on. Follow the wicks and you will have the story. Follow the fat wicks, look at the small wicks, see how the small wicks don't have reactions immediately. The fat wicks are going to get grabbed up, swallowed up, and then the small wicks will be approached later on, right? This small ass wick, it ain't going to be approached until it's time to break highs, as all this was manipulation in the middle. Okay. So this is just Bitcoin. Like I said, I don't want to make this video way too long, so I'm just going to leave this here. Y'all do what y'all want with that, and we're going to go to the next one. So the next one is Ethereum. Same exact shit. Okay. So when y'all go to these charts, first thing y'all should look at is the wicks. What wicks are fat, what wicks are little. Okay. So down here, look at all these wicks over here. Chilling. Right? This has been tested. That's all that's happening. So just fucking wait till we come down here. Let's clear this out. Make this like, all right, if we're selling right here that broke these lows, then we need to make this shit weak. Okay, because look at Bitcoin, for example. The reason that we're now focused on making this week is because this has already been tested. Like this combo right here, right? So for Ethereum, there's no combo just yet, right? So that's why we need to come up here, make this weak, make this very weak. We got to make this very weak so that we have reason to break these highs, right? That's the thing about this, y'all. We're wanting to break this high. Simple as that. Everybody in crypto is just like, I want to break a high. That's all y'all want to do. That's all y'all want to do. So y'all don't think some manipulation is about to happen in the middle? Like y'all think like legit, y'all think that shit is just gonna be like this? Just keep going up, and then just keep going up. Like y'all want to be able to do this with y'all's chart. Y'all want to be able to slide to the right, slide to the left, hit some shit like that. No, like what? Look at this. What? Like look at this liquidity you leaving down here. Come on, now you're trying to tell me. Don't let it do this, okay? If listen, y'all, if this shit does some shit like this, you can expect the shit show of a lifetime because it's just setting up. This will be the biggest scam of world history. They'll be like, yeah, we fucking push crypto up all the way, yada yada, but it was all a fucking joke, and then yak through. I would hate for it to leave liquidity like this, right? We want to grab as much as possible before we do so. All right, my fault. All right, bet. So look at this. So we can come down. Now that we know how to read some wicks, right? Everything should make sense now, okay? And all we gotta do is make these zones weaker. So let's just go ahead and mark this up for y'all. So all this right here is going to get ran through. It's going to get ran through, okay? It's going to come all the way down here. We let the fucking double bottom right here. Come on now. Oh, my fault, wrong one. Who the fuck wants to come down here and leave a goddamn double bottom if we're going to be the crypto of the world? No, it doesn't work like that. It's going to break $891, 100%. But before so, we got to make this weaker, right? So what happened right here? Buy said they were stronger. What happened right here? Sell said, no, you're not. Okay. So since sellers are stronger right here, all we're going to do is mark you up. Buy said they were strong right here. Seller said, no, you're not. I'm going to mark you up. We got to make y'all weak. Strong sellers are sitting up here. Let's make them shits weak, okay? So overall, this needs to be cleared out 100% because this is combined with this. So this is weak, okay? Like how many times it's been tested. This is why resistance or support doesn't exist, okay? The more times it's been tested, the weaker it is. 100%, okay? What happened over here? What happened to this fucking resistance? It got tested. Look, this was strong, came up, tested, weaker, came up, didn't do a damn thing, broke through it, okay? Broke through it. It's weak, okay? It shows you that. So don't think that this support resistance is just going to work for crypto because you can say crypto instead of Forex. Like, come on now, I got to do better than that. So overall, maybe we can come up. Great to come up. Who fucking cares? But we got to make this shit weak. Gonna come down. Make this shit weak. And what's going to happen? We would have tested this way too many times. We would have tested this way too many times. And that gives us reason to run through it, right? So now we come back down here. We grab all this liquidity. And then what's left for us? These are weak, right? Sellers are weak over here now. They're not strong as they once were. And then what happened? We've cleared out all of this liquidity. So all of this right here no longer exists. So what exists now? All of that. So now we have reason to break highs. Now we have a reason to come up here to all-time high because now this is the liquidity that was left, right? So now when we see this is going to be great. So now we're going to be able to come up. Boom. It's going to be weak. It's not going to be able to push me down. I'm going to get stronger. Boom. This is going to be weak. It ain't going to go nowhere. Boom. This is going to be weak. It's not going to break. Look, this was the overall move with this. So now when we come up here and test it, it's not going to come and get stronger. No, it doesn't work like that. It's going to come and get weaker. So now we're going to come down here maybe. Boom. fucked everybody up. So now when we come up here, now it's got in a third, fourth time testing it. Now it's weak as fuck. So what happens to it? Ran the fuck through, okay? Like it has to work like that. We just got to make shit weak and make before we can get stronger. Simple as that, okay? We're gonna make that work. But the thing, all right, so this is my overall goal with getting this across is that maybe for a lot of you who are holding crypto, maybe there's a fucking millionaire. You're a millionaire watching this right now. You got fucking 800,000 in fucking Ethereum right now, and you're just waiting for it to fucking skyrocket or whatever. Just fucking wait, okay? Like, why not just wait? There's no reason to buy right here. There's no reason to buy in here. There's damn sure no reason to buy up here, right? Because look, what's gonna happen, y'all? When it's time to break, when it's time to actually come up here to recent all-time highs, like all-time highs, you like what do you think the narrative is going to be on the media? Do you think everyone is going to be like, we're reaching all-time highs, it's going to the moon, buy? Do y'all really think that's what's going to happen? Come on now, just think about it. Just fucking sit down, turn off everything in the room, turn the lights off, everything. Just fucking think about it. Does that make sense to control the world the way they're controlling the world? Do you think it just makes sense to do some shit like that? Just think about it. I ain't got to answer it for you. So yes, all this right here is going to be liquidity that we're just going to be waiting on, okay? But we have to fucking wait. So my best bet is to wait anywhere below $890, all the way to $400. Just anywhere below $890, stack that shit, okay? But of course, make sure that we've made these zones weak, because now when we come down here, we're expecting to push up into weak zones, right? The same way sellers say, hey, I'm stronger, we need buyers to say, hey, bitch, I'm stronger. You feel me? Like that's how that got to work, okay? So same as that process, just wait. I'm not saying that these aren't going to break all-time highs, but I'm just saying they're not going to break them yet. You got to make shit weak. Like I said, you got to make it weak before we can get stronger. So over here, XRP, same as that process, okay? All right, what happened, y'all? What happened over here? What happened over here to these fat ass wicks? Tell me. Look at this shit. Like, come on. I'm trying to tell you, this is what's going to happen. This is what happens, okay? I don't even trade crypto, but this is what's going to happen. I'm trying to tell you right now. So, boom. What we need to see, first of all, this is beautiful, okay? XRP is absolutely gorgeous because we got fat ass wicks up here, right? And due to us having these fat ass wicks, I know that these highs are going to be broken, and they're going to be broken lovely, okay? Because it's a lot of same way this is sitting up there, this sitting up here. So the same reaction, boom, I need that to happen the same exact way, okay? So check it. What's strong over here? Buyer said they were stronger. Seller said, no, I'm stronger, okay? Because it broke it, right? And then even in here, seller say, hey, I'm even stronger. But we're gonna mark this one up because this initiated this break, right? You don't have to be like, oh, look at this order block. Yada. Listen, it does not matter. Buyer said they were stronger. Seller said they were stronger. What the fuck do you need to name anything else for? That's what's fucking happening. That's what's happening. You know, don't trade terminology based. That's the main thing I fucking preach. Do not trade terminology based because you'll be fucked up. If you over here terminology basing this on support, because that's what comes out your mouth because someone says say support every time you see this, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get fucking ran through. Every time someone says this is resistance, what's gonna happen? It's gonna get ran through. It's not real, does not exist. So do not trade terminology based. Okay. So up here, if this is a strong ass sell, then we need to make this bitch weak, straight like that. If we want to break through this strong sell, we need to get it weak. Okay. So let's go ahead and mark up maybe down here, because down here initiated these breaks. So let's just mark up this whole entire zone. Fuck it. I'm not looking to trade it, looking to invest into it and hold it. So these are going to be good holding levels. I don't think there's anything lower than this. Right. Yeah, look at these fucking all-time highs over here. But yeah, that cleared all that out. All right, bet. So yeah, we're just gonna fuck with down here then. Okay. Let's see over here. What happened, y'all? What happened to, first of all, beautiful. Okay, beautiful wicks. That's exactly what we're gonna see, right? But what happened to these wicks? What happened to these wicks? What happened to these wicks? Everyone thought, oh my God, it's just gonna keep doing that. And what happened? They said, no, we gotta come grab these wicks beforehand. Don't fucking play with us. And as we did that, what do we do? Okay, you're gonna be able to answer this by yourself. I'm not even gonna have to put you on. I'm about to put y'all on major on just looking at things differently. Okay, it's all psychology based. Fuck terminology, does not matter. Okay, so boom, now that we understand that, very, very simple, what's strong and what's weak. All right, so we need to come up here and make this weak. So cool, we can come down here, great, buy up XRP, who gives a fuck? It does not matter. We need to make this shit weak. Get it weak, because it's going to be strong the first time, right? So it can be strong, and about that time this will be weak, right? So when we come over here, boom, we can break through it, come down to something that's stronger, right? Get into entry down here. Now what do we have? Now we have a weak sell, right? Because next time we come up here, it's gonna be the third. Because look, who knows how many times it could come up here and test it? So it can be the third, fourth, fifth time. Who fucking knows? But it's gonna be weaker, right? But what else are we approaching? Fat ass wicks, hopefully, especially over here. We want to leave. We want, when we come over here to this zone, everything in here, we need to leave wicks that look like this. Keep that in mind. We want to leave wicks that look like this when we get into this zone over here, right? So boom, now that we have the weak level up here, now what else do we have? All this wicks, all of these wicks, right? Because all of this would have been grabbed up. It no longer exists. So now we can run through it. We can run through this. We can run through these. And we have wicks that are left from way over here from previous all-time high to continue running up bullish. Okay. Right. So then when we have market looking like this, now we're able to come back down here, continue up stronger. Now we can come back down here and get stronger. And then maybe when we get lower, we can just come back down here. Oh shit, my fault. We can just come back down here to this level, right? And break this, because this will now be weaker, right? So we can come down, boom, test that for the third time, boom, come back down and keep it going, okay? But we just got to move, like I said, be fucking water, okay? Just flow with that shit, all right? And it's going to make sense, okay? But until then, we got to make these levels weak. Any crypto that you want to pull up on a chart, and I will definitely be doing more cryptos. I'm gonna get more in tune with y'all. I'm gonna be doing live sessions and shit like that, to where I can just hop on a chart and go over anything y'all want me to, and just base it on that. I be seeing niggas on YouTube do that shit. Niggas be, oh, we got this support over here, we got this weak ass resistance. Don't want to do that shit. All right. So I'm gonna hop on there and really show y'all what's going on. We can go over any crypto y'all want to. But hopefully this is making sense right now for sure. I feel like it is, but let me restart this thing up. I need to get some more memories in my head real quick. All right, bet. All right, so yeah, we got this for XRP. Just make this shit weak. Make this weak, okay? Get this strong. Run through that bitch. All right, so next we got XLM. I don't even know what this shit is. I think this is Stellar. Listen, I don't know, y'all. I don't fucking know. But that's the goddamn abbreviation for it. So same exact process. All right, y'all, look at this. Okay, what happened? What happened to this strong support? Ran through. And what happened? Came down to what? Something strong. And what did something strong do? First of all, what was left? Does it make sense? You see what we grabbed up? This no longer exists. Everything over here no longer exists. But what does exist? This over here. So what happened? We grabbed that bitch up, meaning we left this behind. Right? We left this little bit behind. But it's great that we got fat ass wicks and wicks over here. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay. But I just hope y'all understand that process of that. So now that we're over here, what's strong, what's weak? Matter of fact, what do we need to make weak? Buy said they were strong. Seller said, no, you're not. We can just mark up here. We'll just mark up this wick right here, just because this is where they initiated that, if anything. Just like buyer said they were strong, seller said I'm strong, right? So what we need to do is make this shit weak. So we can come down here. This one's strong. This one hasn't been tested yet. So maybe we can come down. Boom. Now we test this for the first time. And that's gonna make it shit itself. Let's come down to this. I just want to give y'all the most extreme possibility possible. Okay. There's nothing to like I said, who knows what's gonna happen in the media to make shit move fast. Okay. That's why I don't look at news itself. Like when I'm trading regular pairs and shit like that, like I don't look at actual like the news events and shit like that, because I already know what's set up to run this structure. Like it's already set up. The liquidity is sitting there and that so the media just gives it reason to look fast. It's already doing what it was going to do. So we can come down here, boom, now we got something strong. Boom, now we got something weak. Now we're not gonna have the same length of this. Now it's just gonna come down here. Maybe we're not gonna break this low, right? So what does that mean? When we come up here, now we're not gonna break this low, right? Now we're gonna be like that. Now we're gonna be able to run through this, right? So I just want y'all to pay attention to how things get weaker, okay? Because that's what we need to happen on everything, right? And that's just so we can make all-time highs. I'm bullish. We can be great on bullish for the whole crypto. This can change the fucking world. But the thing is, we got to make sure that these cells are weak before we do so, right? Same as that process with this. So the last one is Reef. I just want to show y'all this one because, come on now, from everything I done fucking talked about, when I saw this fucking shit right here, I said, God damn, I'm gonna throw all my fucking bread in this bitch right here. Look at this fucking fat ass wick. Like, come on. Come on. Like, listen, y'all, this is the one. Reef is the fucking one. Just because, look, oh my, look at this shit. Got to scroll down even more. So when we come down here, what do y'all see? What has been grabbed? What has been grabbed and what's been left? Left, grab. So what's next? So one thing that I was explaining, damn, I'll go over it in the next video because I don't want to make this one too long. There's no wick down here. There's another crypto that came down, and like in Forex, I would want to add a wick down here, right? So there's another crypto that did some shit like this and it added the wick and then was bullish from there. So Reef could do something like this just to add that wick. Okay, so that's something that I do want to put out there for sure, but I don't know how this works. So that's just something to keep in mind. But if not, who fucking cares? It can come down here and add it. I don't give a fuck. If it does, I'm still buying that bitch. Like I just know that, all right, bet it's really ready now. But either way, we can come down here and then look at this. Look at all this. Look at this. Come on now. Look what happened right here. What happened to this? Ran through. What's happening to this? Ran through. So what's been left? A goddamn quadruple top plus this fat ass wick over here. Okay. So this right here is the fucking one. And that's why I wanted to show this one. So I hope all y'all become millionaires off of this shit. So I'm gonna become a billionaire off of this bitch. I'm throwing goddamn quadruple million into this all the way when it makes a low. Okay. So this one right here is just great. I ain't never seen nothing like this. And I just like the fat ass wick and how all this liquidity has been left at the top already. So that's how I'm going to end this video off. Make sure y'all are inside the Telegram. I'll probably make a chat for y'all if this shit starts really booming and shit like that, like to the point where y'all want to ask way more questions and interact with yourselves. Then I'll make a crypto chat for y'all. But overall, you can comment anything y'all want in the because it's gonna be on YouTube as well. So go ahead and comment anything y'all want for crypto next time. I will be doing live sessions either on Twitch or on YouTube live. So be on the lookout for that. But if you're inside the Telegram, then I'll definitely make sure to keep that updated. And I'll also send screenshots of these inside the Telegram. And yeah, I'll leave it inside the Telegram. So make sure y'all go save that as well. Any questions, comments, all that extra shit, just hit me up on Telegram, comment that shit in the YouTube shit, or just hit me up on Instagram. All my shit is gonna be linked in the bio, however that shit work. But besides that, I hope y'all make this fucking bag, and I hope this makes sense. And I hope y'all don't trade that weak ass support and resistance no more.